I'm Laura Armas. I'm an endocrinologist by training. So I did my training at Creighton for internal medicine and then went on to do an endocrine fellowship. So part of that was really focused on bone health, and I trained with Dr. Recker and Dr. Haney here at Creighton. And their research center is really focused on bone health across the whole spectrum. So from small children all the way up to older women with osteoporosis. And really the main goal is to prevent osteoporosis and prevent fractures ultimately. When I first finished my fellowship, I went on to get a National Institutes of Health project. It was a K award. After I finished fellowship, I got a National Institutes of Health grant to look at type 1 diabetes. And in that project, we were looking at young type 1 diabetics because we were interested in knowing, what happened to their bone very early on in their disease. We went on to the next step, which was really looking at postmenopausal women who are at risk for fractures to see how type 1 diabetes would affect them. So this study is funded by the NIH, the National Institutes of Health, and they're interested in looking at type 1 diabetes in patients who are postmenopausal, so women who have already gone through menopause, because that's really a time where people can lose bone. And so we're really interested in the combination of the type 1 diabetes, which can affect bone, and postmenopause, which also affects bone. We know that diabetes affects bone because we know from really large studies all over the world that patients with type 1 diabetes are more at risk for fracture or breaking a bone. We don't really know why, particularly. Part of it might be that they don't have as much bone, but we also know that there's some bone quality problems with their bones as well. So sometimes it's not so much how much bone you have, it's what the strength of the bone is. And so I kind of compare it to, a piece of cement and a piece of cardboard that are exactly the same size. The cement obviously will be much stronger than the cardboard. And so that's the types of things that we're looking at in the bone biopsies to see if we can find out exactly what causes that strength difference and causes an increase in fracture risk. There's lots of studies that are looking at bone mass or looking at fracture rate, but this is the only study that's getting bone biopsies. And so we really get a lot of valuable information about the quality of the bone from those methods. So if you're interested in more information about this study, please contact us. We're looking for women who are postmenopausal for 5 years and have had diabetes, type 1 diabetes specifically, for more than 10 years. And we would love to talk to you more about it.